What's up, guys? I'm trying something new. This kind of looks bad, though. This is the only thing. I don't know if I love how this works. Why is this? Oh, fuck, you can hear my music. I have to mute it, or my fucking stream is gonna get, like, demonetized. Or not demonetized. I don't earn money on this ever. But it gets, like, blocked in countries. Yeah, I just had to mute it, unfortunately. Whenever I, like, have music, and then I upload it, YouTube, like, yells at me a lot, like, many times. And I don't like that. I don't like getting yelled at. What's up, man? What's up? What's up, guys? I looked very quickly at this daily problem. Dude, I don't know if I like how this stretched thing looks. I was trying to figure out how to, like, because so many people ask, like, what I'm doing throughout the stream. I was trying to figure out how to do something like have this not look super stupid, but it just looks stupid. It just looks stupid. Can you guys tell me if it looks really dumb or not? Like with the kind of stretched. I don't know if I love the layout. I might just go back to not having the, like, explanation thing. Is that right? Do you think I should just go back to not having anything and just verbally explaining people? I just don't know if I like the stretched big screen. Also, this looked awful. Like, this question looks it's quite scary. What's up, Tatron? Alright, oh, whatever. I'll try to keep it for now. See how it feels. Alright. Have it while working in the project. That's fair. So maybe hide this for now. Make you... You know, I should probably just make 2 of these. Nah, fuck it. We'll do that later. Transform, fit to screen. There we go. I'll bring it back up when I'm working on the stream. Okay. You were given a 0-indexed array of positive integers and nums, and a positive integer limit. Okay. In one operation, you could choose any 2 indices I, j, and swap them. If the absolute, so like if the difference between the 2 is less than the limit, return the lexicographically smallest array that can be obtained by performing the operation any number of times. An array A is lexicographically smaller than array B if in the first position where A and B differ, array A has an element that is less than the corresponding element in B. Okay. Shit. Okay, let's look through these examples. So we have 1, 5, 3. So it's kind of just like how many, it's like kind of trying to sort. It's like sort if possible. right? That's kind of the whole point. Yeah, because like this, they're all under the limit, so they just come out sorted. This one, these ones are under the limit, so you can. That's not in it. That's not in it. And brute forced it, yeah. What's up, Sam? Thanks for stopping by. I will warn you again. My brain is probably not working. I was just hanging out with my girlfriend. And I was asleep for like half of it. So, we're probably not super locked in. Okay. So, essentially, you're just trying to sort. You're trying to see, like, hey, can I sort this? But the thing is, like, with sorting, you might have cases where it would bubble down more than one switch. Like, once you switch, you're probably going to have to look back again. It's complex, but it's not hard, yeah. Hi, Hallie. So, like, I'm thinking of, imagine we have one, like a limit of, say, 3. And we have 1, 3, 5, 4, 1. Like, we're going to have to, if we do it like the greedy swaps, these would swap. Maybe with a big number, you just keep moving it forward. Because I'm just trying to figure out, like, as we go, and say we encounter this 1, like, at that point, the array would be this. So we would, like, at this point, we wouldn't be able to swap these two if we did it greedy. So we would have to first recognize that we can make... Oh, actually, no. I'm thinking that's wrong. It'd be better if this was a 2. Because then you could greedy it, actually. Because I was trying to think... if there was a case where, like, if you took a greedy swap, so, like, if you made this 4, 5, if there was, like, some int over here that you then wouldn't be able to bubble back. And I don't think so, actually, because then the swap just wouldn't make sense either way. Like, you'd either get stuck here, or you'd get stuck 5 int 4. Which, like, neither are that good. But it still does remain, like, you need to bubble back. So, like, for this... Maybe it is just, like, as you traverse, you try to push the numbers as far forward as possible. Some n squared stuff. Because, like, it'd be 1, 2, that'd be fine. But then we'd get to, like, pretty much check if num is greater than, like, num at I plus 1. And if it is, then we swap. And within limit. And lim. And then just continually do that. You need a sorted array? What do you mean? Wait, why would you need a sorted array? I've never asked a candidate anything nearly this confusing. Hardest problem I saw was solve an n by m sliding puzzle. Guy didn't solve, but still get water. Look at that guy go. I'm proud of him. I thought the point of, like, this was... we were trying to, like, sort it ourselves, kinda. No? Am I way off? Because I was thinking like we would proactively, like what we're doing is sorting with each other. Don't know if that's ideal though. Because the naive thing that I'm thinking is just like once we interact with something that makes this check correct, then it's just like, okay, well then we would hit like a while loop of check if we can swap these two, so then we swap them, and then check if we can swap these two, and we can swap them, so then it'd be 4, 2, 5. No, but then how do we know what index to go back to? Because in this case we wouldn't be able to move to the next one, because 2 should move back. Shit. Yeah, so how else can we do this? Trying to think of how we can figure this indexing problem out. Or if I should just like kind of scrap this idea and go with a different approach. I'm really trying to think if there's anything else I might be missing in this problem. Because when the swaps happen, it affects the whole... Or do the shifts have to be in place, or can I... Okay. No, you can... Oh, you can do like nums0 and nums5. Oh. Okay, so that is something I was missing. I was thinking you could only look at the neighbor. Okay, so I did miss that. So then something I'm more thinking about now is like maybe pre-compute each number's like possible move sets. Because then that would allow us to know like which numbers in the problem we can even move. Like in this case, 1 would map to 2 and 4. Are they unique? Are numbers unique? No. No. Okay. Yeah, you can have 1 multiple times. And then 2 would map to 1, 5, 4. Because then this allows us the ability to like know where shifts can occur. But I still don't fully understand how to know what the optimal thing is. What do you mean rearrange but keep original positions? What is keeping original positions? Keep original positions. Need to know which need to move, but haven't changed the array. Yeah. So it's like this pre-compute thing that I'm talking about. Is that what you're trying to say? If not, I don't fully know. Yeah, but then once we have these pairs, I'm trying to think what you exactly do with that. You just iterate over like, do you take the smallest one? Like the smallest number in the numbers? And then like what the fuck do you do? Like, do you sort it first then? So then when you're iterating, you know that you're taking the smallest one first? Maybe that's what you were saying with sorting. In the pairs array, each number is stored at their index. Yeah, that makes sense. Then we check if they're within limit each other. Okay. Wait, sorry about that. Okay. I think I have a very, very rough idea of how to do this. So let's go make some mistakes. So n is the length of nums. Can I have a tree? Let me see if I can get to understanding why it would be a tree. I guess it's kind of graphical in the way of like a number is matching to neighbor nodes. I guess. Okay. So something like matches equals, we need a sorted thing of numbers. We need to sort by number, and we need their index for something like that. This temp complexity is going to be bad, though. No? Or at least not great. Not great. Yeah, it's just kind of like forced end login because you need the sorted component to know which one's going first. Yeah. Okay. Didn't see, and I had like over 100 megabytes spent. Oh, really? How is there so much memory spent? Interesting. I don't know. Okay, so then we need to find the matches. Or we need to find the... This isn't really what I... This is like, an end map. Maybe not in Python though. Due to no trash pickup, I made a new structure for each pair. Oh, that's fair. Dude, you're a crazy person for doing this in C. Like, an actual crazy person. That's built diffy. Okay. I must keep hitting him like that. Fair enough, brother. Fair enough. You stick to your guns, I'll give you that. Okay. So, I need to do the groupings, but I'm, like, honestly procrastinating this because I don't really understand how to do the groupings. Besides, like, an n squared looking at everything. Or wait, no, you don't have to because they're sorted now. For the connected components, like, no, you need a list of like every connected component. So how do you avoid not n squaring this? Because like the worst case is every item in the list is like if every item in the list is within the limit, then you need to add every single one to that every single pairing. Right? So how is it not worst case of n squared? I don't even know what HFT is. I'm definitely not solving these bitches in C. Are you kidding me? I can barely do them in Python. Shit, I really don't know how to do this. That makes sense. Okay. It's open squared? Alright. Holy, 5 hints? Fuck is DSU? Because if every item is in limit, they're solved. Wait, okay. That just doesn't make sense to me. Because I would imagine it'd just be like num, like if it's just a bunch of ones, then it's like 1 maps to 0, 1 maps to 1, 1 maps to 2. Like, how does that solve it? You'd still be traversing the whole thing. This is the second time where like I know what I need to do, but honestly I don't know how to do it. And I don't know how to do it efficiently, at least. Like, I know I need to make something called, like, connected. And it needs to be, like... It's to be some sort of list. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. So, like, when I make these, like... Oh, am I thinking about this wrong, then? Like, what I was thinking is making something like this, where it's, like, for every thing in this array, like 5 would match to 2, 2, and 4. Do you not do that? Ugh. I hate these problems so much. I'm only gonna give myself like, I don't know, 10 more minutes. Then I gotta do other stuff to not fry my brain. This is annoying me. So like, is it like a list of lists, maybe? Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So it's like, instead of this, it'd be more of like 1 groups with 2, groups with 4. Like that's a group. And then 2 groups with 4, groups with 5. Yeah. Or would 5 be its own group? No. Like, that's the only thing I don't really understand, is like, I get you're trying to make these groups. But like, how would we know that 5 needs to reach back for 4 and 2? Because if we're traversing like the pairs is like 1, 0, 2, 1. That's at 2. 4, 3. 2, 4. So then sorted, it's 1, 0, 2, 1, 2, 4, 4, 3, 5, 2. What's up, Anand? So then I understand how this would be a grouping. But then when we see the next one, it's like, I feel like I should understand it before I start coding. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. You're supposed to, I don't know what the optimal thing is in interviews. Like, does 5 just sit on itself, pretty much? Question is this one? It's the daily. 2948. So then by this idea, we should just skip the first one. And then iterate over the pairs. And then since they're stored with index, it still knows its neighbors. I wish I understood this problem more, but I really don't. I know we're going to be looking at the prev group. Well, I don't know if they explicitly would ask this type of question. But maybe. I don't know. I've never had a tech interview. If pair at 0, been whiteboarded a little too much, I guess. What does whiteboarded mean? Overly complex questions are wasted time anyways. Well, guess what we're wasting time on? Okay, so this pair should be greater than always, so we don't have to worry about the absolute value, I don't think. What am I doing? Center equal to limit. Then add it to the connected thing. So connected negative first. Dot append pair. Else like started a new group. What it basically means they just put out a compiler. Oh, that's pretty cool. Looking at a compiler. Don't do leetcode if you want a job. I have to tell you I disagree. I will not pass any interviews if I don't do this. What's up, Griffin? Alright, so I'm just gonna assume I'm just gonna start a new thing and I'll figure it out later, I guess. What are we working on? We're working on interview questions. That's why you don't have a job. Your thinking has to change first. Yeah, no, you're right. 100%. Look, I don't like doing leetcode. It's not my favorite thing. I'd much prefer to do projects. Own the company. Yeah, no, you're right. Let me own the company. Yeah, let me own the company. I'll own the company first. I like that line of thinking, actually. Okay, so I would expect it to have like 5 as like its lonesome group now. I'm just gonna. I gotta try to see what this is giving me back. Have some Pairs is not defined. Huh? I promise you, I am not being a slave to leetcode. I do like 30 minutes a day. I mostly build stuff. Okay, so 1, 3, and 5 are in their own group. And the 8, 4 are in their own group. One, 1, 2, 6, 7, and 18 is an S-ground group. Yeah. Are you a student? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Okay, so now we need to figure out how to determine what spot everything should be in. Are we gonna have to resort the groupings? No, because they come sorted. Get where you're coming from. That's what I'm saying. Interviews say we're doing a leetcode problem. I don't want to fail the interview. Sadly, right now I'm not building the company. So this is just gonna be our resulting array. And then, so what, like, for group and connected, how do I grab all of the things in this thing? Trying to warn whoever I can. I appreciate your warning. How do I... Is there a way in Python to just grab all of these things? It looks like a zip thing. Oh, keyboard not responding. Hello? There you go. Oh, this is what I want. There we go. So we'll do... group. Okay. So now that we have these, so it's pretty much like nums will be 1, 1, 2. Indexes will be 0, 5, 4. So what do I need to do now? Just iterate over them. And make sure the lowest, like pretty much like, I want 1 to take the 4th spot here. Wait, no. Is that even true? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it is true. Yeah, I know I need to loop again. You sophomore? Yeah. What's up, Shoujo? So do I need to sort them by index now? Because if I sort these by index, or no, I need them sorted by index and by number. Because if I sort these by index and number, then I can match. Right? Because then I'd have 1 line up with 0, I'd have 1 line up with 4, and I'd have 2 line up with 5. Yeah, okay. So we need to zip the sorted version of nums and the sorted version of ins. And then res at int equals num. Valid syntax. Why? You want mod, Griff? There you go. Yeah, I think maybe the interview market is just very different now. Just very different. Where did I forget the star? How's this invalid? You're zipping nums? Like nums is... I followed this thing. Oh, fuck me, this should be in. Swag. I just don't... Wait. Wait. How did we get to slavery? I've been doing this problem for like 10 minutes. And I haven't looked over. How did we... No. Don't get rid of him. He's fine. He's fine. He can have his own opinions. It's fine. It's fine. You cooked. Thank you. I think, in all reality, he's not saying something bad. I agree in the way of, I don't want to do leak code. I don't want to practice these problems. I'd rather build shit. This, whole lot of fun to make. I loved this. But reality is, this might only get me an interview now. I can't, like... I can't do anything about the interviewer asking me a leak code question, and I don't want to fail the fucking interview if I get one. Which also, I haven't been getting because the market's fucking hard. Like, I have a decent resume, and I've been getting zero interviews. So the one, if I get one, I don't want to fucking fail because I didn't voluntarily practice. Nobody will ask you a leetcode question. I think you're wrong. I think and I know you're wrong. Because most places right now, that is the interview style. It is leetcode. Like, unfortunately, that is the way it is. Griffin, don't instigate. What is your experience? I'm at a startup right now, working on some software and hardware signal processing stuff. And then I did an internship over the summer. That was just software stuff. Getting a technical assessment means you might have a chance for an interview if you pass that. Yeah. A lot of companies that give technical assessments are like the more major corporations, like trading companies and stuff. But yeah, generally it's like another part of the screening process. This has been fun. Chat's funny. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Anon. I might let you do that. Do all of you kids think this is the only way? No, obviously not. You can make your own company. However, for like 90% of companies, such is life. You tried networking at all? That's what the stream is, yeah. Yeah, they might. They might without LeetCode for non-intern positions. Once again, I'm applying for internships. I'm fucking 20. I don't have anything that would want Google to like take me on as like a actual staff engineer. Where still they might ask system design questions. Aiden, are you level 10 LeetCode? Of course, bro. The only thing I'm higher elo than LeetCode is Faceit. CS. One of you won me. Banana Inferno, bro. Okay. I'm shocked this worked, actually. Inferno. Yeah. I love Inferno. Okay. So, CS 1v1, dude. Let me scrap. All right, guys. I wrote out a plan. This, we done with the 90s. We done. Holy fuck, it's 49 mins. All right, we finished that at that. Basic thing I want to add. Add more retries to the data scrape. Let's do that. Let's keep them as question marks. So how do we do that? To add more retries, it's pretty easy. We will go into... Actually, this file should have retries at some point. Yeah, there we go. Boom, look at that. We'll just make it 5. If you want me on fracture zipline. Fire. Fire. Okay. And then in scrape food, we should also have a max retries. Wherever this is defined, we'll make that 4. Because I think the bigger thing... Bigger thing is the outer one. Alright, super simple. Done. Consider that done. Wow, look at us go. Look at us go. Done with that. 51 minutes. Fix the all data non-unique item saves. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna do this one first. I'm gonna hook up mailing list information to Frontend. Because that should be much easier. Because for that, we'll need to go. Where do we go for that? I think API. I don't know. We'll need to make something to grab. Like in my API, where do I? When I do get, not general. I get the all data. If I'm getting daily items, get all data items, return date, get user preferences. I think I should just change this to get, like make another function that's get I don't know, get user stats, because I want to include the mailing data for this. Google rejected the guy who created. Is that real? That's crazy. That's crazy. Get user info? That's what I'm thinking. We'll take in the user ID. Which is a string, and then we'll return. Didn't I have something defined in my models for this? No. Alright, so what will this return? It will return the all data items. It will return a boolean for whether it's a mailing list or not. I'm at an error. So then we can just say we can just grab this actually. And this is good. We'll do nil nil. Oh, I guess we have to return false. Okay. Where do we have mailing? We have get mailing list. No. JDS function name. Yeah. Yeah, get where they live. Should change it to steal user info. Chat. Grab their IP. So I need their I can essentially actually take this for the most part, and then we'll just change it a little bit. Func get user mailing, and then this will just return boolean. So this is false. Should just be able to return user preferences.mailing. Cool. And then we'll do something like do pretty much the same thing actually. Come down to here. We'll do mailing. Let's get not mailing list. Get user mailing. And then if we have no errors, then we just return user preferences mailing. And nil. Cool. So now we can come back out to our API. And where we call this, we'll instead call get user info. And we'll have user preferences, we'll have mailing, we'll have error. And all of this is actually fine. The only thing with this, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, is having two things that return. Is if this thing fails, like if we fail to find the user preferences, we should still be able to return like the right mailing thing. So actually, I'm fine deleting this function, honestly, and instead just having this. Yeah, I'm fine with that. User preferences. Return a pointer to a bool then. No, I'm saying more so like in the thing that I made, like if it errors out to find the user preferences, I don't want that to mean like I can't find the like here. Like if this thing fails, I don't want to follow this return path. But I guess, yeah, I can do pointer to a bool. That's fair. How would you dereference it? Something like that is what you're saying? I feel like I can also just like assume it's false. But don't you agree that I should still probably just separate these into two functions? I feel like it makes more sense anyway, to be honest. So I'm gonna go with it. Yeah, you can assume. I feel like you can just like assume, because like if it errors sending false, like it's not that bad. I don't really think it's bad. What's your favorite tech stack? I'm not really sure. I've been liking writing Go quite a bit for this project, and I think I'm gonna write Go for my next project. My candle's almost out. But I think like not really have a favorite. Still trying to figure that out. Just do a bunch of projects. Mailing error equals db dot get user mailing for the user ID. Just not even remotely. Were you new grad? No, I'm a sophomore in college. Just about, that's real. I need to make these inline errors low-key. Alright, I will do that at a different time. Because isn't it like, what's the thing? First I do a lot of Python. My job requires me to switch between. Yeah, that makes sense. That's like a ton of stuff is like just JS or Python because it's just like so woven in. That means I shouldn't inline it actually. Being a freshman in uni, I'm aiming to get a job in my second year summer. Yeah, it's pretty much where I'm at. It's a good aim. That doesn't mean you can't apply to jobs freshman though. I wouldn't like not do it. Probably a little bit unlikely. I wouldn't try hard it, but ask myself. I mean, vanilla JS is that? Yeah. Well, I don't know. Don't say. Don't say any good thing about Python in front of Caesar. He'll kill you. Yeah. Yeah, welcome to the non-fun world. It's crazy to have an internship already, though. You're doing good. No. Okay. So now we should be able to go in the data, come into here, and change this to fetch all data. Add mailing to this. Right. I think this is how I have it set up. If you feel like you don't know enough, just join some boot camp. Yeah. Boot camps are a little bit tough now. Damn, Susan. Tell us how you really feel. Tell us how you really feel. Okay, so now, hypothetically, I could just run this. And then we will live off Python and I hate it. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so now if we bring up our localhost version, in the local storage, I should get mailing. No, mailing is nothing. Why? But why? But why? Let me rerun this. Excuse me. Because I didn't dereference the pointer. Very cool. Very cool. Wait, how do I do this in Go, though? Why do I forget how to do this? Wait, well, then why didn't this work? How did you learn Vim? I used the motions in VS Code for a while. And then once I got more comfortable with those, I wanted like more customization, so I swapped to NeoVim. And then it like, once you're in NeoVim, you kind of like force yourself to only use motions and stuff like that. So it just, pretty much my rule of thumb has been, anything that I'm doing like quite often, like if I'm changing words, like I needed to learn how to like what's the motion for that, and a bunch of like stuff online is very helpful about that kind of stuff. Okay, but why is this false? Because it shouldn't be false. I'm pretty sure this account has a mailing that's okay. So if I now mailing is true, bitches. Hell yeah. Know a lot of Vim motions, but I don't know how to do small things like jumping to a certain place really fast in line. I mean, neither do I. Like, you always can. Like, I think it's like F. Like F. If I wanted like to get to the user, it's like FU, and then you can jump to it. But to be honest, like, I press W a bunch of times, I press E a bunch of times. Gets the job done. Did you start off with a specific NeoVim config, or did you build your own? I started off with Kickstart. And I would honestly very much recommend Kickstart. Kickstart has a ton of very, very useful comments. So, like, I took a couple hours, read through the entire thing, tried to understand what stuff was doing, and it was super helpful. And since then, I've modified the fuck out of my thing. Like, a ton. But, like, I still keep, like, especially for things like setting up LSPs, like, thank God I didn't have to do that myself. Because I still don't understand how to do that. How often are you applying for jobs? I apply for maybe like 1 or 2 a day. SteamOS. Interesting. Okay. Nice you just started learning Kickstart. 8. I wish you good luck on your journey, brother. It's fun, but can be so frustrating at times. How did your interview go? I had an interview yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. And it went pretty well. It wasn't for like an official software engineering like internship. It was more like a project to project like this. This very nice guy reached out to me. And like was saying my company like sometimes has very specific projects that require like a little bit of coding that his team doesn't really know how to do. So it'd be like maybe 2 hours every month or something that I'd do. And I was like, okay, cool. But it was very chill. How many of those are by referral? Should aim for as many as possible. Spray and pray. Yeah, I should be spraying and praying, but I don't know. A little bit burnt on that. Seems the only true way of getting an interview is if they reach out. Yeah, that's kind of been my ordeal. Or in my case, like besides the one person, or like if they reach out and say they'll interview you. That did happen to me, and then the guy still ghosted me. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Go by referrals. Yeah, I mean, look, anyone that has ever come into my stream, anyone that has ever connected with me on LinkedIn and like offered a referral, I immediately like I'll try to jump on it. I'll try to say like, yes, please. I'd love it. Yes, please, and thank you. Those people who do reach out most of the time automatically send it to everyone. Yeah. I mean, this seems pretty cool. I'm gonna consider this done. Backup.dump. When did I make a backup? I definitely don't want that. Where's that? In the backend? Yeah, I recently learned and fell in love with Go, especially the easy. Yeah. Go is just nice to write. It's just nice to write. Okay, so internal API changed, DB changed. Scraper changed, yeah, that was the retries. And data changed. Oh, yeah. I wanted to, in the front end, also display mailing. So how do I do that, actually? Don't I have a mailing switch? Yeah, I do. So git add -a means like if I'm in my backend directory, any changes I made in the front end will also be added to the working stage. Git add dot only adds like from your current directory down. So it's pretty much like if you imagine the like Git as like a tree, like with your folders as trees, git add dot, if you do dot here, it'll take this down as far as it goes. Git add a does the whole thing. Friend people in startups and entrepreneurial circles. Yeah, that's true. I mean, both of my jobs have been startups now, because startups are like they more easily hire people that are like not the best, but they're cheap and like for a little bit of short time. Okay. That was NUCS program. It's pretty good. I've had no complaints so far. The one thing I do like is they put a good emphasis on like lower level stuff. Which I really like, because it's like I learned assembly, I learned ARM, now I'm learning x86. We did like a C++ thing, but then also like I've taken like a scalable system architectures, which which is like a class focused on like how does like actual applications work, like how do you make stuff fast, what is like good protocols and stuff like that. Coding so late into the night, you know it. I'm a degen. Intel operating systems. I'm quite excited for operating system. What is this, poker talk? I am going to make a poker thing. Startups want you to start working immediately. Yeah, exactly. Pretty much, like, that's what my job is right now, is like a startup doing some like signal processing stuff. And like every day, it's like, you gotta just do random shit. Like today I fucking built a table. Like a physical table. Because he was like, hey, you can either do your own work or you can build a table. Because we need either one of them done. I was like, let me build a table. Poker with subs or on your own? I could do poker with subs. That'd be kind of fun. No, but I was thinking of making like my own online poker thing to learn more about like WebSockets and stuff. Build a table in what? I mean like a physical table. Like he bought a table for the office and I like assembled it. Because like I'm like one of 2 employees, bro. Build a poker. Yeah, no, I meant like a physical ass table. Like I was screwing. I do want to build a poker game to like probably possibly play with subs. I want to learn more about like WebSockets and Go, so and like real time stuff. I think that'd be fun. Cause can I do something like I'll just take this. Cons mailing, set mailing, use state of a boolean. That was all right. Maybe my bad. Maybe my bad. Screwing with a screwdriver. I used a physical screwdriver to assemble a table in real life. Doing websites in Go, I recommend Gorilla. I'll look into it. I was also just thinking like native HTTP stuff. Figure some stuff out. You're so far ahead compared to other people in your grade. I appreciate your words. We'll see. What do you want me to say? I was using a screwdriver? What do you want me to say, Caesar? What do you want me... What do you want? What? Oh, shut up. So can I do this? Why did it... What? Okay, what is my keyboard doing? There. Thank you. Oh my god. How is it saved in this? Lowercase. I once had to do a grocery run to fill up. Yeah, It's like you just do whatever, man. Actually, this will always default to a value, so it's actually not that bad. Do I even need this function? Can I not just do this? Gotta choose cereal for months. That's kind of OP. Kind of OP. Can you do a value? You can. Look at me. Do I have to wrap it in this? You're gonna still yell at me? Wait, what? Why is the switch taking... What do you mean? Shad CN, switch button. Checked is what I want, not value. Alright. Are you going to be correct now? No. Because why would you be? So mailing is true. Why are you not selected? What? What the fuck was it? Null undefined, why? Because I'm using session storage. Wait, then how does this stuff work? Huh. Guess I found a different bug in which I'm expecting session storage, but I'm not. Okay, actually, then we should just be able to change this to... There we go. Bang! You're sending a string? Well, it's more so I have a Boolean in the back end, but then sending it over, sending over HTTP makes it a string. Right? We're moving. We're moving. Cool. I should make sure I am able to switch this though. It's because I'm not running it. Thunder only happens when it's raining. Players. Oh, I'm not gonna need to update local storage too. Look at me go. Oh. Mm. What do you mean you don't fuck with requirements.txt, baby? Who doesn't fuck with requirements.txt? I love requirements.txt. That shit is so funny to me. That for some reason Python was just like, you know what? Let's do a text file. Like what? What do you mean? What do you mean a text file? What do you mean a text file? Like what do you mean? What you love? Yeah. That's one of the things I low-key love about, not low-key, I don't know why I said that. I love Go packages. Like, the fact that I can have multiple files do different things, but then be the same import package. Thank you. Why am I importing files? Why have I ever been importing files? I don't like it. I like importing a package. Okay. Happens when it's raining. Cool. I love you. This took way too long, but also I've been fucking around. So it's like 1:27. Do I want to do this? Or do I see what my friends are doing? Let me see what my friends are doing. Because if they're all hanging out, I think I might go have an actual normal Friday night. Why the fuck are they in Shepherd? What? Alright. I'm probably not going all the way down south. NPM is not the worst, though. Yeah, it's the worst. But it's not good. Do I want to fix the all data non-unique item saves? The problem with this is I need to be editing the database. Because there's two ways to solve this. Okay, let me first frame the problem. When I go to all items and I search for banana, this was significantly worse like yesterday. I had maybe probably 300 bananas in my all data items. Not the best. So I can run a little alter table. I can drop the things that are extra. But I don't want to be doing that every time. So I want to be checking, or like when I insert, I either want to make it unique or I need to be like checking before inserting. That leads me to say I want to do unique ones. The thing is that if I do that, I'm editing the database that's in production. Ugh, don't really love that. I don't know what I just did. Oh my god, shoot me. Fuck me, what was I saying? So it's like something I can hotfix is just check if the item is in it already, and if it is, skip it. But do I do it in batches, actually? Or how do I handle inserting items? That's a good first question. We should go to, where should we go to? Okay, so it is a batch insert. Shit. Just delete any duplicate. That's the goal. The goal is to never insert a duplicate, actually. Which I thought I solved with this Gorm unique thing. But upon further inspection, this only works for static, like, or not static, but like non-structs, like bool, strings, stuff like that. Doesn't work with your own structures. So now I hit a little like, okay, no problem. Like, I'll make the name in the struct unique. And then that caused all sort of conflicts with the database, like how it's functionally made. Need to parse every value of that. That's what I'm getting to, is I don't want to do that, because that is slow and bad, because there's about, it's okay. In retrospect, anything that I say is slow and bad is me trying to have good practices for a larger thing. In reality, there's probably upper echelon is like 2,000-3,000 items every day on my campus. So realistically, like, that is almost no time for stuff like this. Like, checking an insert and then inserting whether it's not there or not, like, that's like no time. For 3,000, that's nothing. Probably need like 4 milliseconds. Yeah, exactly. So I'm thinking I just do that. And then one day, not now, I will actually migrate the table. I'll make like a dump file. I'll migrate the table to be like force a unique name constraint. But I just don't want to do that right now. Oh, that's true. You're saying like run a first select everything from all data. Oh. Yeah. So get all data things and then run it through that filter first. Yeah, I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. A genius in our time. Because I'm pretty sure I already have a get all data items. Yeah, I already have this. So what I can do is can use concurrency. I could. Should probably look into that. Also, I want to make like, I think I should make a helper file, because this isn't really a database thing. It's like a I don't really know what I should name this, but package db. What are we going to need for this? Because I know I have a contains function somewhere else. But this takes a slice. of strings. Where do I use contains? Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I do this for this. So I'll probably just write my own contains. What am I gonna need for this? I'm gonna need to import. What is database import actually? I'm gonna need, I'll just take you and I'll delete what I don't want. Don't think I'm gonna need you. I know I won't need you. Might need strings. Okay. So what am I going to take in? I'm going to take in the daily items. So new items is going to be an array of models.alldata. And then I'll take in, I'm going to need to be able to return an error too. So I'm going to be returning that or an error. So I'm going to need old items error is going to be get all data items. If equal to error in the cleaning insert data. What a horrible comment that I just wrote. Whatever. Return nil error. Okay, so now how do I do this concurrently? Holy shit. What if we don't use concurrency for this? What am I saying? Why did I do that, boys? Oh my god. Bad looks for me. Bad looks for me. Actually, this doesn't look this hard. It's like worker groups. So defer the worker group to be done. I've never seen this syntax. The fuck? Just to learn. This array is gonna be like the whole thing. I actually don't know how big the whole thing is. I could probably figure it out. Give me 1 second. I would actually should know from here. Can I get the length of this? Dude, I kind of hate Firefox's session storage stuff. All items. What's the length of you? Okay. So the all items is 2,000, probably 500 unique items, because I haven't deleted the new ones. The new, like, non-unique ones that got entered today. So, is it justified? Not at all. Does concurrency still work well on server? That's such a stupid question. But, like, I don't want this thing to fucking brick. Is my main worry. Oh, interesting. Yeah. What if I'm on the ultra free tier? Because I'm broke. I should also tell you guys the good news. It's not like life-changing news or anything, but we are getting a good amount of users on this site. Yeah, like, okay, so yesterday I made a Reddit post on, like, the Northwestern subreddit. So I had a pretty big spike of 320 users yesterday when I first made the post. But then today, we sustained 244 users. All I'm saying, Northwestern is not that big, so, like, that's a good chunk of people. And for more stats, I have now 11K views on this. So, cool. Hopefully you didn't get it. What is a hug of death? I don't know that term. Just me dropping by in Brazil to diversify. Dude, I got one from China the other day. 2 from China? This heat map is so funny to me. What's up, Caesar? Yeah, it's cool stuff. It's cool. It feels really cool to make something that, like, people are using, you know? I've never done that before. We're getting the botnets ready. Like a lot of random people getting into a projects page. Oh yeah. This was I wasn't too worried about that because this is posted to, like, the Northwestern subreddit, which does not have, like, a lot of people or, like, bots crawling. I didn't post this to like web dev or something like that. My thing would kill itself. For sure. Just regular people, not necessarily in bad faith. Yeah. No, it's just like the influx of people that come from it. I was expecting probably like 100 people. 300 came, which was cool. But I was never going to expect more than like max 1,000. I don't think I could handle 1,000. Okay. So you chunk the data, and then so you chunk the larger data. Okay, so they're just finding one value. The only thing is you gotta always expect bad faith out of Reddit. Real? Wish you all the best. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, so this is just finding the chunks. And then it contains the thing. Is this for channel, I'm assuming? I'd assume. AI is using wrong. Well, that's not good. All right, I'll do concurrency later then. I have no fucking clue how to do that. I don't use it in Linux. Caesar? You use Linux. What? Help your brother out. I've decided I'm not using concurrency. We'll do it in a different project. I don't want to do this. Do work in semiconductors if interested. I don't think I have a good skill set for semiconductors. I appreciate you though. Appreciate the offer. RML rap. Caesar? Come on, brother. Get in line. No, I'm kidding. But yeah. Thank you, Mr. TED Talk. But no, I fear as if I would be abysmal at semiconductors. I'm not going to use... I think for the poker project I'll use concurrency. I'll figure it out then. I think here I'm just going to keep it boring. And O(n) squared this hoe. More machine learning stuff. Yeah. I find that industry like super fascinating. It's just, I was a CE for my first year, and I had to take like 3 electrical engineering classes, and oh my god, those like killed my love for the game. Yeah, it's probably super simple when you learn. I just don't want to do it on like a project that people are going to use off rip. I am instead going to do that in a little poker project with a little environment that I don't care if everything bricks. Okay. So I'm gonna need to make like a... Then we will loop over the new items. And then we will also loop over old item. If new item.name equal old item.name, then we'll just continue. Actually, I should just do this. Oh, wait, no. Wait, what am I doing? What What the fuck am I doing? I need a found. Holy fuck. I can actually just change this to... found equals false. If we find it at any point, set it to true. If not found, then we'll add it to our little thing. Cool. And a reboot. Yeah, probably best. I still love, like, my favorite thing about computers is that no matter, like, how far up the chain you go, like, fucking restarting stuff kind of is just goated. Like, regardless. It fixes the stuff, like, half the time. Which is so funny to me. It's like, you just don't escape it ever. Yeah, no, literally, the classic have you tried turning it on or off? Because, like, have you? Probably not. It'll work. So who cares? Okay. Oh yeah, the bell curve. The bell curve. All right, let me make a little small test case for this, and we'll see if we're cooking. If we're cooking. I will name this like, I don't know, clean all data, something like that. Dude, it's the 200 IQ for sure. For sure, the 200 IQ. For this test case, I should. Fuck, I really don't want to do this. Ugh. Okay, where can I steal insert daily items into? Honestly, yeah, let's steal you. Is this Vim? Yeah, it's new Vim. Test all data. Clean funk. What am I doing? Why can I not press the right keys? Okay. So set up that. We need more than this. Foods. I don't know why I can only think of... Yes, chicken is spelled like that. Thank you, Aiden. What are other foods? Stroganoff? You got it. Big dog. I don't know. Like beef? Big. Yes. Why did my autocorrect go to that? Okay. So, we have these all data items now. Cool. So now... I should be able to call... I should just take this. We'll imagine our new items to be egg stroganoff, and then we'll make two more things, two new ones. Turkey and American cheese, because I want a sandwich. We will then say cleaned items air is equal to db dot 4 a.m. sandwich. That's what I'm saying. Why is it not detecting? Is it not detecting clean all data? But that's part of the package. Oh, I need to export it with, that's why. At least I'm pretty sure. You banger! He kinda understands Go, only a little bit. New items. Okay. So we want to require no error. Nope, didn't mean to delete you. Meant to yank you. Error. And our expected will be expected items. Will just be this turkey and cheese. So then we just steal this for item and cleaned items. Fail. Fail, why? Oh. That's just because I edited this. I took it from a different function. Okay, cool. We passed, which means our contain functions works. Easy. NVim, you know it, baby. You know it. W's. Okay, so that means we can close out you. Can then go back into our actual database and find insert all data items. We then have those, but then we do cleaned items, air, is clean all data with the gorm items. No, this would go up here. And this would go into items. If error is not equal to nil, we would log, say, error cleaning the items before inserting into all data. Kind of new to programming, but I'm assuming this is a backend project. When you work on backend, do you have to know everything? It kind of depends the scope of the project for sure. Git for everything, yeah, pretty much. You should get familiar with the very basics at least of like git add, git commit, git push. How do you know when you have learned enough? You'll never learn enough. You can always keep learning. I don't think there's a point where you like have everything learned. If you mean like, have you learned enough to start a project? I also don't think that's the right mindset, to be honest. Like, if you want to do a project, learn the stuff on a project. Enough to get a job, maybe. I guess like ready or a job. I feel like to some extent, like, a lot of the stuff on a job you usually like learn on the job. Like, you obviously you should have the core fundamentals. Like, you should understand Git, you should understand workflows, you should understand like, if you're going for something like a full stack job, you should more than understand how to set up APIs, how to do like the basic stuff. But a lot of jobs, I think, coming from someone who has not had a formal big job, is like, you get trained like for the first week or two. Like, to some extent, it's like, know the basics, but then it's like every project is different in what it requires. Like, this project doesn't require WebSockets, even though it's like an API thing, but like the next project I do will. Yeah, I agree with you, Pablo. So it's not like you would work on everything. Yeah, kinda. Because the things that companies like want to make sure you know, you'll kind of just pick up passively. Like, I've worked on a lot of different projects, and most of them require setting up some sort of API. So over time, you kind of just learn like the basic flow of how to set it up. Because everything's so different. It's like, you can know the basics, and then besides that, it's like so hyper specific that like you either are not expected to learn it, or it's like if you're expected to know it, then like such is life, they'll have it in the job description. Okay, I think we're chilling now. I think this should work. So, let's test it. I'm gonna write this test case, I'm gonna commit this, and then I'm gonna chill, because it's 1:40. Okay, makes sense. Thanks, of course, man. Yeah, I'll try to answer stuff to the best of my ability, but honestly, probably the Pablo and Caesar know more than me. Not probably, they do. They have more experience. So I'd go off their word more than mine. It's 4:40 a.m. here. Dude, okay. I'm going to stream for like maybe 5 more minutes, and then everyone's going to go to bed. Test insert duplicates all data. Look at that test name. Oh. Don't put yourself behind, dude. You got this. I appreciate it. But I mean like more of like if someone asks like a professional question, it's like I don't really know exactly what a professional environment is. I can just guess that like most environments are specific. So, you know. Okay, so assume we have these things. Now try to insert the new items. So I'm actually going to change this to come up here. Actually, take you. So we should only expect to get this. That should be the expected items. And then we'll take this. Now when I see something that requires me to code more than like 50 lines of code, I procrastinate. Dude. I feel like if this wasn't my own project, I'd also procrastinate. I got clapped in that regard because I was part of the start team when I got a job. Oh, yeah. I get stuck in that loop so much where it's like, all right, just one more feature. And then I look up and it's like, okay, so it is 2 in the morning. I have a lot of stuff to do tomorrow and I should go to bed. But I still don't because shit is fun. Fail. Oh, is this another transaction thing? Oh, it might be a transaction thing. All right, how did I solve that earlier? Because I had a different thing that required transactions. Oh, I think I found it. No, we're using get all data there. What does it say? Why are we even looking at daily items ever, though? Wait, why are there so many things failing? Oh, is it because I'm not deleting the database at the end here? So that's with daily items. This is all data. Do I not have a delete? Sorry, I'm just reading you guys' stuff. The rest I have to. It's part of setting up down the text tag and closing. Yo, you work for a real estate company? That's pretty cool. Quite cool. Okay. Honestly, can't tell you how it is. Yeah, but it's cool about his first team. It's pretty cool. Playing GTA heist. Yeah. I feel like that insignificant feeling could be quite bad. Speaking for someone that doesn't really have much experience, but still. You don't love me now. Oh, no. Love me again. My fingers are not doing what I want them to. Oh, I know what's happening. I know what's happening. I understand it now. I need to check if there's nothing. If there's nothing, then return it all. When I worked at some company, I even had access to... Holy shit. That's kind of crazy. I feel like I'd be bad in big tech. Yeah. Suck the love out of the game. Yeah, it's like, how much of the love of the game are you on? So I did this correctly in my all data here. So am I getting the no daily items found? I am getting that error. Cool. So if it was... Actually, keep this. What do you do else if? Whatever. Gather. So if the error is equal to no items in DB, then just return the new items. Why the fuck can I not remember how to do else if and go? Oh, so it just needs to be connected, no white space. Okay. I had a team like that in my first year, but then COVID. Damn. But 2 years ago when I was 18, I lost my Facebook password. It wasn't loading. I tried to SQL and check Facebook. That's so fucking funny. The Facebook breaker, bro. The Facebook breaker. Okay. How did this get? What?